Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kamila Stępień-Kutera, and I have a big honor to welcome in our competition studio Mr. Yundi.
Hello.
15 years ago, you left Warsaw as the winner of the competition, and now you come back as juror of this competition. Is this task hard for you? How do you feel in this function?
Well, it's a great memory for me. 15 years ago, I win from here, Warsaw Chopin competition. And after 15 years later, so now back again as a jury to listen many young generation, young people playing. It's a great honor, of course, and also bring me a lot of memory here.
And do you find it complicated to be a juror?
Well, it's very exciting to hear many different performances, especially the Chopin's music, which is my most favorite composer and music. And we have done here many different pianists playing, and a lot of interesting. And I think every jury has been very happy. Of course, it's a long day, every day, big program, and long time to listen the repeat because many the same music. But still, we are very excited because many great performance.
Chinese participants are very well prepared from the beginning till now. We can see many talents from China. How is music education organized in China?
Well, I think last 15 years, since 2000, which from where I win the Chopin competition, and until now, it's a big develop, I think. As you know, also even in Asia, or in China, or Korea, or Japan, they, I think, already had a long history to learning, study piano, and especially in the classical music side. So I think right this moment is really in the big progress, and a lot of young children, even from their family, already when they are very young, the family will let the children study piano or any other instrument. So it's a very great, I think, is education from this time, this generation. So they have a good opportunity to study, and the family is also very support them. So it's getting more open since China, I think, developed a lot last 15 years.
So you have been a big inspiration for younger generation, I can say.
I think that's my good responsibility. So I, even in the future, like to influence more, inspire more young people, and to know music, and especially to know piano. But of course, there are many. It's difficult to be a professional artist, but it's good for the countries to have more music to the children.
And in this musical education, of course, the classical music and Chopin also are important. But is there any traditional education in Chinese music, for example?
Of course, the Chinese instrument a lot, even from the Chinese singers in the traditional Chinese music, and also many Chinese instruments like erhu or something other. Some others, also Chinese opera is also a big tradition in China. So, of course, rather than the Western music like, of course, piano, violin, or any other like in the orchestra. So there's a mixture. But right now, I think is a very fast developing the cultural side, and after economy have a big develop in China. So now everybody, and especially I can feel from the even a lot of friends that they had children, they want them to study music. So it's a very good sign, I think, for China.
And you also promote very much the culture of your country. For example, you recorded a CD entitled Yundi Red Piano.
Right.
But coming back to Chopin, I can see that in your schedule of concerts after this competition, there are some concerts including the Chopin program. Did your understanding, did your interpretation changed very much during the 15 years?
I think it's a natural, let's say, it's a natural develop. It's as a human. So your life is different, and the experience and thought is different. I think have more contact and feeling with Chopin's music since I've went from 2000. And the last few years I've not playing so much Chopin's music, and that's why I call this year, from this year, is my Chopin year too, because I just did the new recording, as you know, the Chopin Prelude,
yes,
and also preparing for the worldwide tour for all Chopin program, and coming to Japan, the 15 recitals, and include 4 ballades and the 24 Prelude, which a lot of young people playing here, and there's also good challenge for me to listen the many different performances and different feeling. So very excited.
And do you have any pieces of Chopin especially adored now by you?
Of course, I like what which I play now, the 24 Prelude and the Ballades. This is also the most major repertoire from Chopin music, and also, of course, concerto. I like it too.
Preludes seem to me, and not only to me, very hard to interpret, isn't they?
It's very difficult because each small piece you need to put together, and also you need to have a structure, and you need a technique, you need to have a good voice in a good tone, and but also very contrast. So it's a very difficult piece, but it's very important for us as a pianist. So there are many great pianists have been played. We have been heard many good performances.
You have your memories from competition really freshly in mind, I think. Is there anything you would like to tell our participants? What can they do with the stress?
So I think the mostly I remember is during the competition, of course, a lot of pressure, and you probably sometimes you're nervous and you're not confident, but the most important is just give your heart to the music. The audience and the judge want to listen the music from the heart. That's what Chopin needs to be.
My distinguished guest was Mr. Yoon Bi. Thank you very much.
Thank you.